Well, it is time for the annual trail camera vlog of 2022. Back out on the land today. For those of you that are new here, my name is Cody. I run this channel here at TideWe Outdoors, and I have done a couple of videos here on this piece of property before in the past. My buddy and I were out here a few weeks ago. We basically scouted some new areas, scouted some new trees and stuff to get stands up in, and now I just want to go set trail cameras on those stands. That's what I'm out here doing today. I'm going to do a little bit of walking around, maybe a little more scouting yet, but I have 4 trail cameras in my backpack that I want to get hung up to really kind of understand what's going on the property this year. So super excited to get out on land already. Really looking forward to the hunting seasons as we inch closer and closer to fall here throughout the summer. Just gonna be itching at the bit to get out here and do some deer hunting. So my goal is to get a nice buck on the ground with the bow this year. So kind of just gonna take you guys along from start to finish on this piece of property, from day one, which is gonna be today, setting trail cameras, to the final end all buck on the ground, hopefully this fall. So stick with us and stay tuned. If you guys are new here, definitely go down and smash that subscribe button down below if you guys want to follow the story, follow along with us all year as we're out here prepping the land, getting everything ready to become successful this fall. So that being said, let's go ahead. We're gonna go to the first spot here, find a couple more stands here that we set up a week ago, and hang some trail cameras. So let's go. So for those of you guys that do not know, TideWe is a hunting brand. We have all sorts of cool hunting clothing, hunting products, rain suits, backpacks, trail cameras, range finders, whatever you may need for this hunting season you can find on our website. So if you head on over to www.tidwe.com, you can find all sorts of products that we make here for the hunting person. So as you can tell, today I am repping TideWe boots to kind of go on this adventure into the woods here. I also got the TideWe backpack on as well. This backpack is really nice for carrying everything that you need back into the woods with you. Today there's a bunch of trail cameras in there. Looks like the water is still low enough. We got a nice bridge kind of crossing this to get to the other side. If we didn't have this bridge, waders would be used, but that is a great tip. A good thing to keep in mind is if you're going to be doing some hunting in some swampy areas, bring a pair of waders along with you. Get back into those areas that most people aren't venturing to, because if deer feel safe there, they feel protected, it's kind of where they're going to stay, where the people aren't. So keep that in mind when you're going out and doing some scouting on some new pieces of property. Getting back into those places where most people won't go is a lot of times where those bigger bucks are hanging out. All right, we made it. We're going to call this the swamp stand. It's literally right next to this creek in this kind of valley bottom here where it's very wet, very swampy in here. And we're gonna hang a camera up in here. So when you're looking for a spot to hang a trail camera, you wanna look for a nice kind of open spot. Maybe look for deer trails, look at spots where deer have been traveling to kind of give yourself a better chance of capturing photos of those deer that you wanna see. So I'm gonna kind of set this trail camera up closer to the deer sign that I seen on my way out here. I'm thinking this tree right in front of me right here is gonna be a good opportunity to hang a trail camera in. Obviously this is private land, so I don't have to worry about anybody coming out here and tampering with my cameras. So when you're hanging trail cameras, you want to position the trail camera to the best quality photograph that you can possibly capture when you're out here. So considering that lens flares kind of disrupt camera angles quite a bit, the sun can be really critical to getting a good picture and to getting a not a good picture. So due to the westerly and the easterly sun, you want to be sure that you're facing your cameras either north or south, away from that sun. That'll kind of give you the best opportunity to get the best quality picture out of the camera that you're using. So today I'm going to hang my camera facing the south. I am going to be using our TideWe trail cameras. These are actually discontinued. We got some new ones coming out later this year that you guys are absolutely going to love, but these are the old ones. I'm going to hang this one up, and we're going to keep moving. Trail camera number 1 set up, ready to go. Let's head on over to the next one, get that one set up. Now trail camera number 2 has been set up for a while already. Basically all I'm going to do is replace the batteries on this one, pull the SD card out, put a new SD card in, and format it to be sure we get some good pictures. So that leads me to another great point is when you are hanging up a new trail camera, be sure that when you're putting a new memory card or a new SD card into that camera, format your SD card. This will ensure that the SD card is suitable and ready for that camera to take pictures. You don't want to put that SD card in there, think that it's going to be working, come back a week or 2 weeks later just to find out that the SD card didn't hold any pictures or the camera didn't take any pictures because the SD card was not suitable for the camera. So by formatting that SD card, you're getting that SD card ready to hold pictures from the camera that is going to be taking the pictures. So be sure that you format it, get everything ready to go before you leave that camera to be taking pictures for you. So we're going to go ahead, replace the batteries in this camera, format a new SD card to it, and go ahead, go on to the next one. Another good tip for hanging a trail camera too as well is hang that trail camera up a little higher. Not to say that you're gonna spook a deer, but you could. If that camera's low enough, the deer could get spooky, maybe get spooked by it if they hear it. But if you're gonna be hunting any type of public land too as well, it's a little nicer to get that camera up higher. It's gonna be out of the line of sight of other hunters and might save your camera from getting stolen if you are using it on public land. So it's always nice to get that camera up, get that camera elevated a little bit, out of the line of sight of deer, people, any other animals that you're really trying to capture. Get that camera up there, it'll make for some nice pictures too as well. So got this one all set to go, batteries are replaced, tested it, good to go, memory cards formatted. So we're gonna go ahead, head on over to the next spot. I would like to try and hang one more trail camera over here. There's a pretty solid deer trail that goes basically north and south to the perpendicular of this camera. So I do have this camera facing south. I'm trying to catch anything that's walking along this path that is right underneath me here. So I'm gonna go ahead, walk this way a little ways on this deer trail and try to find another good spot to hang a trail camera. So that's what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna go on and head over to the stands that we have basically on the south side of this property. So let's go check it out. As you guys can tell, this is a pretty heavily used deer trail here. You can see all the greenage, you can see how much it's knocked down. Actually, there's stuff not even growing there because the deer are using this trail so much that it's just not growing. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up a trail camera on this trail to see what's using it. Once again, this is the same trail that is going past that camera that I just set up. But I wanna get another one set over here just in case they are breaking off somewhere and I'm not seeing it. So just a good opportunity to set up another trail camera. I mean, if you got them, you might as well use them, basically to help you better understand how the deer are traveling through your property. So I'm gonna find another decent tree here that I can kind of conceal that camera up a little bit, and we're gonna get that camera set up and hopefully capture some awesome deer movement. I got this one hung up, formatted, cleared some branches away that I thought maybe would mess with the camera a little bit. It's on, it's going, we're good to go. So that thing is gonna be facing on this trail. We'll check back in a couple of weeks, see what we see, and hopefully we get some deer movement on there. But got that one set up. We're gonna go ahead, cross back over that creek, kind of move to the northern, or to the southern side of this property, sorry, and get some cameras hung up over there. So let's go check it out. All right, here you can see we have another tree stand. This one's basically in from the field edge a little bit. As you can tell, I'm kind of standing on that field edge right now. Basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set a camera right on this tree facing out towards the field edge. So this will be the second camera that is gonna be capturing anything that is coming on this field edge. Once again, I kind of went to the corner of that field edge with this stand here. So we're gonna go ahead, get a trail camera hung up on this tree and make sure that we're capturing anything that's kind of using this field edge to find food, funnel through this property, whatever. Once again, just to get a better idea of how the deer are using this property to funnel through and get to agricultural fields that are basically surrounding it. So we're gonna go ahead, set that camera up, and then we're gonna go a little deeper into the woods here, where I think I might put a ground blind later this summer. But I wanna hang some trail cameras, do a little bit of scouting, and see if the deer are using it before I go ahead and haul a blind back there. So let's go ahead, get this trail camera set up, and then I'll take you guys back to where I think I might put a ground blind. That one's hung up, ready to go. Obviously you can see we pretty much already cleared this path out, so there's nothing in the way of the camera. If something walks out on the field edge here, we'll be sure to get that guy on camera. So yeah, we're gonna walk back now. There's the creek in there. We're gonna go ahead and cross that creek again, kind of on the back side of this property, and show you guys a good spot where I think I might put a ground blind. Two trees kind of fell down and kind of pinned themselves up against one another, and I think it'd be a great opportunity to try to shoot a deer from the ground. So we're gonna go check that out. If I can find a good spot to hang a trail camera up over there, we're definitely gonna do that. So let's go. So right here is where I was thinking would be a good spot to put a ground blind. There's a pretty solid deer trail that goes, once again, north and south through this property. And I think if I could get a deer crossing this trail with a ground blind right here with an awesome like 10, maybe even like less than 10-yard shot with the bow would be awesome. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is find a solid tree to hang a camera on that's pretty close to this trail that the deer are using, close to this spot here, and see if I can't see some decent deer movement moving through here. So all right, well, that trail camera's set up, ready to go, and that was the last of them. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, and hopefully in a couple of weeks we'll have some awesome pictures of some deer moving through this property. So let's hope for the best. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know it wasn't nothing spectacular, basically just coming out on the land hanging some trail cameras up, but I gave you guys a couple of tips. Hopefully they helped. I know I made a video last year on 5 solid tips to hanging trail cameras. So if you'd like to watch that video, I'll leave that link down in the description below. You'll also be able to click on it after this video too as well. So like I said, if you want to see the future of this video, the future of this series, definitely hit that subscribe button down below. In about 2 weeks, I'm going to come back out here. I'll check those trail cameras, and I'll basically give you guys a full synopsis of everything that we captured on camera and how we go about resetting those cameras and possibly setting up some new stands, maybe even a food plot too as well. So let me know what you guys want to see in the future. Tips, videos, whatever it may be, I can definitely go through and make those videos for you guys. But until then, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing here with the vlogs, and hopefully, like I said, take you guys from beginning to end of a successful buck harvest this fall. So definitely head on over to www.TideWe.com. Cop yourself some TideWe hunting apparel, some TideWe hunting gear to get yourself ready to be successful this fall. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead, get out of here. It's pretty hot, I'm sweaty. Go home, take a shower, and edit this video for you guys. So once again, I am Cody from TideWe. As always, keep living your passion, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.